you are doing well, that you're staying healthy, and that you are just doing what you can to take care of yourself. And if that means doing some yoga with me today, then I'm totally honored that you are joining me. And if that means that you're doing something else to take care of yourself, awesome. Just keep doing it. All right. So today is 30 minutes of gentle yoga. So we'll go ahead and get started by settling in on our backs. So go ahead and lay down and close the eyes. So you can keep the knees bent, or you can take them out, take your feet out in front of you, whatever feels good to you here. And just start to settle into this space, this moment. Settle into your body. Just letting go of all of the external world, coming inside, coming into your mind, your body, your spirit, just focusing on you for this half an hour. We will take a couple of cleansing breaths. So a deep breath in through the nose, and open the mouth to exhale it out. And again, in through the nose, and open the mouth, exhale it out. And then seal the lips and just breathe in and out through the nose. Start to really deepen your inhales and lengthen your exhales, and just see if you can stay with your breath throughout your practice today. We're going to, like I said, it's going to be a gentle practice. So just take it easy, be slow, be gentle with yourself. Good. On your next inhale, maybe start to blink the eyes open. You can send the fingers back behind you, send the toes forward, point the toes, lengthen through the body. And on your exhale, let's take the right knee in towards the right shoulder. So you can grab the back of the thigh or the shin. You just want the shoulders to relax down towards the mat. And if this is bothering you in any way, maybe you can just bend that left leg a little. Good. And then taking the left hand to the outside of that knee, we're going to cross it over the body, coming into a supine twist. So take the right arm out, extended from the shoulder. Maybe look towards the right hand, using your left hand to gently guide the knee over. Coming into your twist here, relax the shoulders down. And notice what else might have tightened up here. So letting go of any tension in the glutes and the inner thighs, and the jaw. And one more breath here. And then inhale back to center, and we'll switch. So take the right toes forward. And then taking the left knee in, either holding the back of the thigh or the shin, drawing the knee towards the shoulder. Breathing here. If you need to bend the right leg, go ahead and do that. Just notice where you're feeling this today. Good. Take the right hand to the outside of the knee, and let's take it across the body to the right, extending the left arm out at shoulder height, maybe looking towards the left hand and using that right hand to just guide you into your twist, bringing the knee over a little bit more. Keep breathing nice and even. Good. One more breath here. And then inhale back to center. Let's hug both knees in towards the chest now and just rock side to side. And then all the way over to one side. Bring yourself up to a seated position. And ground down through the sitting bones. Sit tall through the crown of the head. And let's take the left hand behind us. So the hand can come to the middle back, or maybe it can reach all the way across to the opposite elbow, inside of the elbow here. Good. On your exhale, dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. And just feeling that stretch. If it's too much, you can just keep the hand on the lap. So see what you feel good with today. Pushing yourself a little bit, but not overdoing anything. Good. Inhale to center, bring that hand back to the lap. We'll take right hand behind, either to the middle of the back or maybe reaching to the inside of that opposite elbow. And then exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center and take that right hand back. All right, now we're going to sweep the right arm in front of us here, just taking the left hand to the tricep, okay, and then just see if you can bring this arm back towards you, just getting that stretch in the outer shoulder. Good, and then we'll switch. So take that right hand down, sweep the left arm across, and then taking the right hand to the elbow or to the tricep, just bringing it back and finding that stretch for you. Breathing. Good, release, and bring that hand down. We're gonna come all the way over to tabletop, so moving to all fours. Bringing wrists underneath the shoulders and fingers wide, knees at hip distance apart. Okay, and then going into some cat-cow stretching. So inhale, lift the chin up, tailbone up, drop the belly. Go ahead and relax the shoulder blades back towards the hips, giving yourself even more opening through the front of the body. And then exhale, push away and round the spine, chin to the chest, hollow out the belly. Feel the shoulder blades separate. Good. Inhale as you come back up. Chin up, tailbone up. Exhale, pushing away, rounding the spine. Go ahead and move through cat-cow on your own. Take your time. Move with your breath. Add any other movement that feels good to you. We're just warming up the spine. Good. So of course, if you have any issues with the knees, make sure you grab a blanket or a towel and fold it up, place it underneath the knees to give you a little bit of padding. Always okay to use any props that you need to help you feel safe, feel good. And coming back to center now, and we're going to reach the right foot back. and really press back through the heel. So find that stretch in the calf muscle. Breathe nice and even. Good. And then bring that right knee forward again. Other side, taking the left toes back, pressing into the ball of the foot, pressing the heel back, and finding that stretch in the calf. Good. Go ahead and bring that left knee forward again. And then walk the hands towards you. Crack, crack. My knee's cracking. Okay, so just finding, see if you can sit on the heels. I'm just finding a stretch in the tops of the feet here. You can set if you can, set the hands here. So you might start to feel a nice stretch in the front of the body, in the quads here. And if you want a little bit more, you can lift the knees off of the ground, really stretching the tops of the feet. Good. Go ahead and set the knees back down. Walk the hands forward once again. Good. Wrists underneath the shoulders. All right. So taking the right foot back again and then lifting through the heel. Maybe taking the left hand forward, palm facing in towards the midline. If this is too difficult today, go ahead and just keep that left hand down. Good. So just trying to even out the hips. So if the right hip is popped up, drop it down so that it's level to the left hip. Good. Now send the right foot over towards the left. Look back over your shoulder towards the toes and find a nice stretch in the side body. Good. Go ahead and send that foot back again and bring the knee forward and we'll switch. So left foot comes back, lifting through the heel. Keep the toes pointing down. Keep pushing away from the mat and keep the hips level. If you did it on the other side, take that right arm forward, palm facing in towards midline for a balancing stick. If it's too much, just keep that right hand down. Good, and then go ahead and take the hand down if you are in balancing stick. Let's take that left foot over and look back towards the toes, look over the shoulder, find a nice stretch in that left side body. Good, send that foot back again and then bring the knee forward. Taking the knees wide now, big toes touch, send the hips back for a child's pose. So bring the forehead down to the mat, maybe walk the hands forward, and just take a couple of breaths here. Anytime you need a rest from something we're doing, if we're doing something that you can't do today for any reason at all, if you have an injury or you just woke up with something hurting today, as can happen, just come to child's pose or anything else that feels good, because sometimes child's pose doesn't feel good. Good. On your inhale, come back up and take the knees underneath the hips again. Okay, we're going to make our way to a puppy pose now. So walk the hands forward and then drop the heart down towards the floor. Keep the hips over the knees. And then either the forehead can come down to the mat or maybe the chin. And then inhale, come back up, bring the hands underneath the shoulders again. And spread the fingers really wide. We're really going to round down through the knuckles and the fingertips. And then making our way to our first downward facing dog. So tuck the toes and lift the hips up. Keep that bend in the knees. Now send the hips back away from the wrists. And now start to pedal out the feet. So just drop one heel and then switch, dropping the other. Doing this a few times. See if you can widen through the shoulder blades. Widen through the shoulder blades. See if you can keep the shoulders away from the ear. So shoulder blades are reaching back towards the hips. Find some stillness when you're ready. Maybe the heels come a little bit closer to the mat. And then bend the knees a lot and walk the hands towards the feet. Stomach on top of the thighs. Just hanging here in ragdoll. So if your hands can't meet the ground, that's okay. Just keep your hands on the shins. Just let the crown of the head reach down. Maybe grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. Just let everything be heavy here. So we're using the extra weight of the arms to help decompress the spine. You're going to take your hands down to the floor or to the shins. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Keep your chin to the chest and slowly start to roll up one vertebra at a time. Take your time. The chin will come up last. Move slow. When we get to the top, we're going to inhale, shoulders up, and exhale, roll them back and down. 2 more just like that. Inhale up, and exhale back and down. 1 more. Inhale, and exhale it back and down. Okay, let's take a mindful walk to the top of the mat and stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Okay, so feet together, heels slightly apart, or take your feet hip distance apart if you have any issues with balance. Okay. Really ground down through all 4 corners of the feet. And then active legs, pubic bone forward, belly button back. Relax the shoulders down, palms facing forward, reach tall through the crown of the head. Go ahead and close the eyes. And just find your intention for today. It can be just one word. It can be awareness. It can be grace. It can be flexibility, balance, strength. Maybe a combination of words. So whatever it is that you would like to really focus your attention on today. And then take a deep breath in. And then open the mouth and send it out. Blink the eyes open now. And let's take the arms up. Inhale for an upward salute. Palms face each other. Relax the shoulders down. And then cactus the arms. Bring the elbows back and down. Reach the heart up. And then inhale. Reaching the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, and then make your way to a forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need. Pull the belly button in towards the spine to protect the low back. Let the crown of the head reach down. Good. On your inhale, coming up halfway. So fingertips to the mat or hands to the shins. Reaching the crown of the head forward, flat back here. And then hinging at the hips. Forward fold once again. Good. Place the palms down to the mat. And then walk the feet back to a downward facing dog. Keep the feet hip distance apart or wider. Send those hips back. Ground down through the base of the knuckles as if you're trying to drag your mat forward. Shake the head, yes and no. Good. And then come high to the tippy toes. Bend the knees a lot. Look forward and slowly walk the feet all the way back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, chin up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Now bend the knees as much as you need. Ground down and inhale, come on up. Bring the arms up with you. And exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. We're going to step back with the left foot, going straight to warrior two. So it's a big step back, and you're going to turn your toes to the left. So your back foot is parallel to the back of the mat, and that back leg stays straight while the front knee starts to bend. Making sure that your ankle stays underneath the knee, shoulders stay stacked over the hips, and maybe just take the arms like this. Relax the arms, palms facing up. Good. And then sink down just a little bit lower and look forward. Keep the belly button pulling in towards the spine. Ground down through the outer edge of that back foot. Good. If you want a little bit stronger, we're going to take the fingers apart now, palms facing down. Relax the shoulders down. Good. And then inhale the front palm up to the sky. Back hand just touches the back of the leg for a reverse warrior. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Bring your hands to the waist. Straighten the front leg. And then turn your toes parallel to the other toes. Okay? And we're going to go to a wide-legged forward fold here. So if you want to go wider with the feet, you can. Pigeon toe the feet slightly. And if you're having any issues with the low back, or if you feel any pinching on the way down, I want you to bend the knees. So keep the hands on the waist. Pull the belly button in towards the spine, and then reach the heart forward. Come forward with a flat back. And then maybe take the hands down to the floor. Maybe start to reach the crown of the head down towards the mat. If you feel comfortable here, maybe you can grab opposite elbows like you did in ragdoll. Okay, and if you want more, you can walk the hands in between the feet. On your inhale, just come up halfway. And then turn your right toes forward again. Walk your hands all the way over to that front foot and frame the foot. Okay, turn onto the ball of the back foot and then step forward. Come into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting halfway, chin up, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Ground down and root to rise up, bending the knees if you need to, pulling that belly button in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Taking a big step back now with the right foot. And turning the toes to the right side of the room so the back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Nice and wide here, heel to heel alignment. And then as you sink into that front knee, make sure that the knee is lined up with the ankle. Shoulders over the hips, tailbone reaching down. Relax the arms, palms up. So stay strong in the back leg, grounding down through the outer edge of that back foot. Maybe you can come down a little bit more in that front knee. And then go ahead and maybe take those fingers out, palms facing down. Keep the shoulders relaxed and down. Good. And then inhale the palm up to the sky, dropping that back hand to touch the back leg. Reverse the warrior. Good. Inhale, come back to warrior two. And then take the hands to the waist. Just looking forward, we're going to step the back foot all the way back up to the top of the mat. And just shake that out. Come back to your mountain pose. Reach tall through the crown of the head. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. Cactusing on the exhale, pull the elbows back and down, reach the heart up. Good. Inhaling up. And exhale to heart center. Bend the knees as much as you need. Belly button in, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Chin up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Keep the knees as, give them as much bend as you need to bring the palms down to the mat. And let's step one foot back and then the other. You can stay with your plank now or take the knees down to the mat. If you are in plank, just keeping the fingers wide and gazing just above the mat, pulling the belly button in, pubic bone reaching towards the belly button, really pushing away from the mat here. Good. Then take the knees down and then take the knees wide. Let's go straight to a child's pose. Big toes touch. Send the hips back, forehead to the mat. Good. Inhale, coming up. Take the knees to center. Walk the hands back towards you and swing the feet out to the side. We're going to make our way all the way down to the mat. Sliding forward a little bit here. Good. Go ahead and lower down. Let's take the feet really wide on the mat. And then just take your hands to your belly. We're going to windshield wiper the legs. So drop the knees over to your right. Feel that stretch. Notice where you feel it. And inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Again, just noticing where you're feeling that. Relax the shoulders down to the mat. Inhale to center. Now just moving with your breath. So exhaling as you drop the knees one to either side. Inhaling as you come back to center. So move at your own pace. Good. Inhaling back to center when you're ready. Bring your feet together and let's take both knees in to the chest. You can hold the backs of the thighs or the shins. Just rocking side to side here. Good. And then bring the feet back down to the mat. And setting up for Shavasana however you need to. If you want to turn the lights off in your room, if you have some music you'd like to play, if you have a pillow you want to put underneath the knees, whatever you want to do here, go ahead. And then when you're ready, maybe sending one foot forward and then the other, let the feet fall open. Hands by the sides, palms can face up. Maybe tucking the shoulder blades underneath the back. Close the eyes. Shavasana. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. Observing any thoughts that come in, but try not to attach to any thought. Instead, see if you can see it as a cloud passing by. And when you notice it, see if you can gently remind yourself to just focus on your breath, on your inhales and your exhales. Relaxing your body, letting your body be heavy, feeling the support underneath you. Letting it all go. Stay with your breath. We'll stay here in silence for a few more breaths. If you have the time today and you want to stay in Shavasana, please do so. Stay here as long as you'd like. Otherwise, we start to just wiggle our fingers and toes, stretching our arms overhead and bringing our knees to our chest, slowly rolling over to our side, coming into a fetal position, and just taking a moment to thank ourselves for doing ourselves a good favor today. Spending a moment thinking of what we have to be grateful for today. And then slowly bringing yourselves up to a seated position. You can keep the eyes closed if you'd like. Just ground down through the sit bones, bring your hands to the knees, sit tall through the crown of the head. And together we're going to take another deep breath in through the nose, holding it at the top. And then opening the mouth to slowly let it go. Bring your hands to heart center, bow your head, connecting your head to your heart. And then bring your head back up. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.